there, everybody. Welcome back. Another editorial here on the Bad Little Playhouse channel, presented by me, Mr. B Playhouse. So what am I going to be ranting about today? Well, it's pretty simple, straightforward. What happened to YouTube? What exactly happened to the good old days where you just be what you want to do, what you want to do, and it was basically just a fun place to see all kinds of videos from around the world. What YouTube is today is, to me, it's just another channel, like as in a network channel. You've got commercials, you've got professional stuff, you've got things that are, just high quality, well crafted, which is fine, but do you really want that? Let's think back to the good old days, back in February 4th, 2005, I guess it was, something like that, when YouTube first began as, first started off as a failed kind of dating video app thing that didn't quite work out, but eventually became, like a place to go to see all kinds of really interesting, exciting kind of videos made by just your person next door, just somebody with a camera, somebody was just made a student film, somebody made a cute little video, cat playing a piano, whatever it was. It was fun. It was like, and you could readily find videos made by people who they were just doing things for entertainment purposes. Now, if you want to find that, it's almost virtually impossible to find good stuff like that. Just the other day I was looking for a video of stop motion animation. I found one from 15 years ago or 10 years ago or whatever it was, made by what looked like a group of elementary school kids. It was a cute video. The production value wasn't great, but it was all claymation, and it was really rough, but that was the spirit of what YouTube used to be. Now it's like you look up stop motion animation and the first 100 hits are going to be things that have 1 million views on it, things that are done by professional studios. It's just not the same, and I think that's part of the issue. Think back to the good old days, way back, cable access TV. Now, I don't know if that still exists, if that's a thing. I know in Canada, that used to be part of the mandate is that for television, there had to be the ability for the individual or community to be able to produce their own kind of community programming. The stuff I saw on there when I was a kid, man, was awesome. It was gold, and it was like that sort of inspired people. There were programs on there created by high school kids or like university students that were like just off the wall, just edgy, but it was really good. You just can't put a price on that. Now, I honestly don't know what's going on with that anymore, even if that's a thing. I mean, you think about people who got their start in community access TV, the late great, what's his name there, Tom Green. He got his start community access in Ottawa, and that helped propel him to where he is today, in an RV in the middle of the desert somewhere in Arizona or something, I don't know. Anyway, the point is that those were the good old days. Was Wild West. It's like everything else. The internet, when the internet first became sort of prevalent, early to mid 90s, it was astonishing, the stuff that was going on. Now it's commonplace. It's kind of boring. You look at Facebook. Facebook is like, I'm going to not say it, but it's not what it used to be when it first started. It was revolutionary. Everything else, it all seems to, as it grows momentum, as it becomes more commonplace, loses a little bit of its shine, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, Team YouTube, if you're listening, what I think would be great if they could make something called like the YouTube Classic, where it would be showcasing and highlighting your everyday person. People under 500 subscribers, people with very few views, sort of community access type. And then you have the regular YouTube, that would be the people who have millions of subscribers, high production values, the stars that are on there, the networks that are pumping money into stuff. That's where that would be, and that would be more like the network. Whereas YouTube Classic could be like the good old days, and people could watch and see the high school hockey game highlights, or somebody putting on a play, all the stuff that made YouTube great back when it first started. So that's what I'd like to see. If anybody else agrees, anybody else is going to even see this, I salute you, and check out the rest of the offerings on this, a channel that would be sort of flagship for the YouTube Classic. Until that time, thanks for your time, and remember, there's going to be lots of great stuff coming on this channel, not the network, this channel. Okay, later, and skater.